So Sharlyn, would you like to share with my audience about today? What exactly, are you doing, and why are you here today? I think they're all very curious,
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so hi everyone, my name is Sharlyn. So I actually met Cass through a TikTok event when we went to watch the premiere of Tiam Tiam Era. So then I met with her, I connected with her, and then we decided to do this live. So I'm actually still a uni student. So I'm a year 1 student at NTU. I'm studying business, and I also do TikTok at the side. So I started TikTok during circuit breaker as like a kind of like hobby. Yeah, but then I think there was one video that blew up. So then because of that, I started to make more videos, and there I am where I am today.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So what do you think, Sharlyn? Why do you choose TikTok of all? You wouldn't choose Facebook or whatever to create your content? Yeah.
Okay, I think there are many platforms right now that you can create your content, be it Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. But then I think right at this point right now, TikTok is one of those platforms that it's at the beginning stage of where Instagram and Facebook used to be, maybe 10 years ago. And I think what started me on TikTok was because I was a big fan of Gary Vaynerchuk. So then he always talks about using TikTok as a platform to either promote your business or to create whatever sorts of content. And because it's at such an early stage, it's very easy to gain viewers into your content. And the algorithm works in such a way that your videos will get pushed out to people even if you're not someone that is known. Yeah, because in many of the very established platforms like Instagram, Facebook, it's very difficult to gain a following even if you post a lot of good content because people don't actually see the content. Whereas for TikTok, because it works in such a way that when you scroll, you see new people's content, and if it's interesting, it's very easy to get discovered lah. So that's why I started using TikTok. But it's not really just because of that. It was more just for a very fun kind of thing. I started making videos for fun because I saw some people making videos, and I was like, hey, this is kind of fun. So I made this video, which was like a joke of, hey sis, do you have a boyfriend, kind of thing. And then it blew up and got maybe 3 million views.
Yes.
Yeah, and because of that, I started to create more content lah. So I thought that this kind of funny, it might work out. So yeah, start off like that.
Yeah. So yes, just feel free to ask us any questions that you have, and literally, just one video gone into viral and make her that popular with the 3 million audiences. So it's not that difficult, right? But what do you think, Sharlyn, that you how do you go through that thought process, all right, of your content? You create the creative part of it. How do you explain this part?
Okay, at the start I was more into comedy, so I wanted to make. I think my content was inspired in such a way that I wanted to make someone laugh or have a chuckle, And so basically, I would actually look up my FYP and just look for creators that I like, and I would like all their videos. So it will go into my liked videos profile, and then I'll just try to create something similar to that. So yeah, I take inspiration from people first at the start, because I didn't actually really know how TikTok works. But yeah, towards the end, when I start to realize, oh, this is a process, this is how you can do it, then I start coming out with my own original ideas. So yeah, it can be anything from daily life, weird things that happen in daily life that we might resonate with and all, that I'll start creating content about. Yeah, so it's very interesting lah. Yeah, anything can go from daily jokes to whatever it is.
All right, maybe you want to tell them what is your TikTok account name?
Okay, my TikTok account name is Shasha Smiles. So, sorry. No, that's my Instagram account name. Shasha Cheers. Shasha Cheers. So it's cheers, cause I try to be funny on TikTok lah. Yeah, I try my best.
Thank you. So Sharlyn, what do you think? Do you get discouraged sometimes in creating TikTok content, or do you find that it is actually stressful as well at times?
Okay, I think when I first started with my TikTok, it was during the circuit breaker period. So I had a lot of time. I could create 2 to 3 videos a day and it would be okay. Yeah, and I actually really had so much time that I can create as many videos as I wanted, and I wasn't stressed about it because I think I didn't have a following that time. So I didn't feel pressured to create videos that people would like. Yeah, but then now, because I think I have more people watching on me, I realize that there are more eyes on me. So then I feel a bit more pressured to create content that people would like. Yeah. Whereas compared to in the past where I where it was just like me creating anything that I would like, you know.
Yeah.
So I guess regarding the stress part, because you're in front of the camera, sometimes there are days where you don't feel that great. Like you don't feel good about yourself because maybe you broke out, there's pimples in your face, then you don't feel like creating content lah. I guess that's like the stress part.
Yes.
Yeah. Right now TikTok is like transforming. So like in the past it was more of like very young people, but now I think they're trying to bring in more educational content like yours, and also like a lot more wholesome things, and a lot of like brands are recognizing the power of and the influence that TikTok has on like the audience. Because it's very organic and raw, like as compared to Instagram, where sometimes like you see the most perfect image of someone, whereas on TikTok you see people's flaws and like they make fun of it, and they poke fun of like some kind of things, and it's like a lot more relatable in some sense.
Okay, is your dream to become TikTok famous? Is it your dream?
My dream, maybe not really dream, but I mean it would be nice. Okay, not really TikTok famous, but I just hope that my content just puts a smile onto someone's face lah. I don't need to be famous or anything. I don't last for that either. So it's just I just hope that my content will put a smile on someone's face, and that's actually enough for me.
TikTok account. So, Sharlyn, what do you think like for yourself at this present moment? Because every time when you create a content, is there an area in particular that you would actually want to create, and then maybe work with certain people, or that is probably as popular? Maybe this is also a good chance, right? That we always like to work with people than solo. So for me, it's always solo, right? But I enjoy it when I do live streaming by interviewing people, interesting people like her as well. So what do you think? All right, when you're creating content, is there somebody maybe, all right, who's watching there or whom we can connect with that can work with you in a comedian way as well, or out of comedian? What do you think?
Out of comedian way. Well, okay, out of comedian way, I never actually thought of that. But I would definitely would want to work with other creators as well. But like obviously I'm fine with working independently, but I would definitely love to collaborate with others as well.
Sure.
Yeah, I know. I think one person who's very popular now is Jeevan. I think I'm not sure if you've heard of him.
Steven.
Jeevan. Jeevan. Yeah, like he creates school content. Yeah, which is like also a bit of comedy as well. So it's very interesting.
Yeah.
Love to work with him.
So imagine putting two comedy people inside together. You know how that whole viral or how that videos might go even more, right? So I think yes, that's the explosive that we want to look at, right? And it's interesting, right? So I hope your dream come true, and if anybody knows Jivel or can connect, let's connect.
Definitely connect one day.
Okay, so how are you managing with studies and creating TikTok content? Do you find it challenging at times to create? Because for me, even just doing my content creation as well, I find it's a lot of work, right? You have to think of the script, we have to write the script, then we have to film it as well, and find the right time to do it. And plus we have our other stuff. For me, I have my business to manage. You have your studies. So how do you manage?
Okay, previously when I haven't started uni yet, during the circuit breaker, I had a lot of time. But now that I'm in uni, definitely I do post lesser. Although right now, because I'm on a break, on a semester break, so I'm going to try to post more. But I think with that in mind, what I do personally is that whenever an idea pops into my head, I just go onto my notes app and just quickly type down the idea, like roughly. And if I have a song in mind, I type down the song as well, and how I want to transition it. Because sometimes ideas pop into your head, like out of nowhere. So then you just want to like put it down very quickly and note it down. Then when I'm free, like I'll just schedule on my Google Calendar. I have a schedule, so maybe from 8 to 10 p.m. I'll write there. I'll film this TikTok. So I'll make sure I do it. Otherwise, I won't do it, because when you're bombarded with schoolwork, it's very hard.
Yes, that's right. How do you distress?
How do I distress?
What kind? Do you go for food or do you go for drink?
Oh yeah, I'm an absolute foodie. I love eating, but it's not too good for my tummy. But I still eat. I try to exercise as well. So I have this very bad habit of actually running late at night. Because usually after I eat dinner, probably around 9.
Wow.
Yeah, quite late. Then I would like wait for a few hours, then I'll go for a run. But I always procrastinate, so I end up running at around 2 a.m.
Wow.
Yeah.
2 a.m.
Yeah, 1 to 2 a.m. I'll just run. So if I'm in school, I'll run around the campus.
Okay.
And if I'm at home, I'll run around my compound.
Ah.
Yeah, so it's not too good lah, but it helps me distress.
Yeah.
And after my run, I feel like very relieved and relaxed.
Okay.
Yeah. Not too good to run at 2 a.m.
I have never tried that.
my
I
bad
have never
habit.
tried. Okay. But I guess at least you exercise rather than you didn't do it at all.
Yeah.
So if you look at that, I think it's okay so long as you manage it well. And personally, I think that kind of hours, actually the air is very fresh.
The air is very fresh.
Yeah,
it's very relaxing
I
as
go
well.
out late and come back. I think that it's very
Yes,
fresh.
very
So
quiet.
yeah, it's good as well if you know how to balance it. But how do you cope with studies then? 2
With
a.m.,
studies.
3 a.m. Then by the time you sleep,
Yeah. That's why I mostly have actually afternoon classes. I try to put my classes in the afternoon because I try to be a morning person, but sometimes not very successful in that.
Yeah.
So I put my classes in the afternoon so that I can wake up at slightly later timing and go for class and still be on time. Otherwise, I won't be able to wake up for classes. Yeah, I'm quite a late sleeper. So I film a lot of my TikToks late at night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So usually I use this light as well. There's a ring light right here.
Yes, this is a baby ring light.
Yeah, it's very cute. It's very impressed I saw this.
Yeah, and it's very portable as well. So you see, if you're creating TikTok account, you don't need to have very fanciful gadgets, and
Yeah,
it's very
definitely.
simple, very easy to manage. It costs you like less than $50 to
Definitely,
create.
yes.
Yeah, so yes, if you are planning to, please feel free, all right, to go and create. Sharlyn, usually, right, when you do comedy, all right, what kind of script do you like to create? Well, I
kind
saw
of
all
script?
your funny,
Oh
you know,
my
like
goodness.
man and then male and female, but still the same person. So,
Yeah.
do you use like gadgets or devices from TikTok itself, or you actually have to shoot differently?
Okay, so how I usually do it is that I would prepare 2 outfits. So one is if it's like male and female, I'll prepare like the male outfit and the female outfit. So I'll film all the female parts first.
I see.
Then I film the male parts first. And then if I want to make myself look more manly, I'll use like the TikTok filter with like the beard
Yeah, okay.
and the mustache. Or like if I want to make myself look like plumber, I'll use the chubby cheeks thing. Yeah, but that was like in the past when I first started. Now I don't really use it lah.
Okay.
Yeah. So but that was interesting. And if I want to like differentiate myself even more, like as a like man, woman, teacher, student, I'll just use the text function. So I'll put like teacher, like then the dialogue that I say.
Yes.
So it's easier for people to follow.
Yes.
In a sense, yeah.
Yes, correct. Okay. So
Okay.
anyway, Sharlyn, what do you think? Let's move on to the challenges that you face in creating, content when you are blocked, with your creativity. I think we all do, right? Sometimes it's like, I have enough. I'm
Yeah.
not going to create. I just take a
Yeah,
break,
yeah,
1
yeah.
week, 2 weeks, even though I'm being pressed for time. So
Yeah.
it's like you just feel that there's so much in there's so much going on in your
Yeah.
life. Then there's so much going on in things, and then you realize that you have this commitment to make in TikTok, right?
Yes.
So
definitely have.
you have this, right?
Have that, definitely
Okay.
have
How
that.
do you overcome it?
Okay, how do I overcome it? I will convince myself that I don't need to create content every day.
Yes.
When I first started, I created content 3 times a day, 2 to 3 times a day. Yeah, because I wanted to be consistent about it. But I know as I started school, I knew that wasn't feasible. So on days that I can't create content, I'll just tell myself it's okay. I'll make up for it. Like when my school term ends, like just convince myself and just tell myself that it's okay. I mean, we all go at our own pace, and it's fine. Like you're living up to your own expectations anyway. Yeah. How else? I think like as I said before, if I have ideas, I'll always write it down on my notes app. So quite stressed sometimes with regards to TikTok.
Yes, we understand that.
Right? Like you feel pressured to create content once you have like a following.
Yes,
right?
that's right.
Yeah. But I try to convince myself that it's okay. I just take my time lah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we also love our followers.
Yeah, that's
and
right.
we felt that it's a commitment that we want to do
Yeah.
our best for our followers and for those who support
Yeah,
us at the same time.
definitely.
So I think, yeah, in some way we know it's healthy, but on
Yeah.
another ways there are times that we felt that we just want to, live up to our
Yeah.
commitment, that's all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's interesting. So at least I'm not the only one as well.
Yeah, definitely
Okay. So the audience here, thanks for asking your question. But ask, do you intend to be a teacher in the future?
A teacher in the future? Not really. Like a school teacher, no. But there was one point of my life where I wanted to become a Zumba teacher.
Oh,
Yeah, because
okay.
I was into like
Dancing.
dancing.
Yes.
And I thought that Zumba was a very good way for me to connect with
Yeah.
like people. Like I'm like 1, 2, 1, 2, and I enjoy like watching those Zumba HPB, like those health promotion board classes.
Yes.
Where teachers would like engage with like the dancers, like the people who attend the class. So I wanted to be a Zumba teacher at one point in time lah. Yeah, but as a school teacher, I don't think so. Yeah, maybe I don't have the patience to become a school teacher. Yeah, but respect to all teachers lah.
Yes, it's definitely not easy. Yeah, so and these days for students as well who
Yeah.
have a lot of questions to ask because
Yes.
all informations are so overloaded in the
Yeah.
internet as well. Yeah, so they can be the smartest student to ask the teacher as well.
Yeah, especially if they are teachers for like the primary school students. I think it's so tiring because like the primary school students are so active. Then you have to like deal with like whatever they say. Then it's like respect to all teachers.
Yes. Sharlyn, what do you think? Through your journey in life, do you ever like come across like people who sort of like disturb you in TikTok now that you have become popular? Do you get bombarded? And how do you handle questions like these? Like they give you questions or they bombard you with questions that do you entertain them or you just ignore them?
That's subjective.
Yeah.
Because I actually did TikTok before I went to uni. So when I went to uni, because I stay in hall in uni. So when I first moved in, then I had this neighbor, and after that she stared at me for a very long time. Then I was like, "Hi, I'm Sharlyn." Then she stared at me. Then she's like, "I think I've seen you on TikTok." Then I was like, "Oh, okay." Then I was like, "Yes, I'm on TikTok." So yeah, but I mean, if it's just banter, it's fine.
Yeah.
But regarding like questions or like messages that I get online, sometimes I do lah, not a lot, but sometimes. Then it depends lah. If it's like very genuine questions, I'll definitely answer. But if it's like kind of weird, I'll just ignore.
Right. So literally, who do you think inspire you the most, Sharlyn? Besides the G that you mentioned.
But he inspired me a lot though.
Okay.
He really inspired me a lot.
All right. Are there any other besides?
Any other? Let me think about it.
In life or not just on TikTok?
I forgot his name. There was actually one creator which I followed a lot. So at the start, when I first created my content, it was very dialogue skit-ish, which is very similar to this one creator. Momentarily I forgot his name. Wait, let me think. Can't really remember his name, but he's very popular in the past. He used to create very dialogue content, and I used to enjoy his content. So I created things similar to his lah.
Yeah.
Like skits, dialogues, and then at the end there will always be like a gas.
Yes.
Yeah, like something that will be like quite funny that people will enjoy.
Okay.
Yeah. So a lot of my content that I created at the start was very inspired by him. Yeah. But right now, as of now, I create my own content that is related to my own life, which is school. So I try to make it more personalized towards like who I am currently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And people will also be able to relate with you very much well, right? And then it's just like they also get to see where are you at the moment and what are you doing.
Yes.
So there's a lot of probably engagement. They feel connected easily as well,
definitely.
knowing who you are. Yeah.
So I think some people like who watch my videos, they recognize that you're staying in like NTU because they recognize the place or they recognize the hall. Then I will get messages asking. Then they'll ask like, what are you majoring in? Like, and they'll ask questions about my major or anything that they have regarding the course.
Yeah.
Yeah, or like hall life or anything, which I'm very happy to answer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So interesting lah. I think when you make content that is related to your life,
Yeah.
then people would be very interested as well because it's actually your life.
Okay.
Rather than creating content that is comedy based, but it doesn't represent like what's the stage of life that you are at. Yeah.
So are you shifting the direction now?
I'm trying to slightly, but I still want to put like a comedic like kind of twist to it as well.
Yes.
Yeah, just to maintain my comedy style.
I think that is you, right? It's
Yeah.
literally you, and it's very natural as well. And I
Yeah.
find that it's also very entertaining, and and it's very light-hearted as well.
Definitely.
Yeah. So it's definitely a lot of engagement down there. Yes. So along your journey, Sharlyn, what do you think that you would like to become after you graduated from NTU? You are majoring in business, remember?
Yes,
She's
business
business, yeah. So why business? Is there any other area in particular that you want to look into?
Actually, it was like a tough decision between mass comms
Yes.
and business because I was interested in like media and like also the business aspect to it.
Sure.
But I think ultimately I chose business because I think it's more broad.
Yeah.
And like whatever I want to do, that degree can probably get me somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But other than that, I actually considered mass comm because it's a lot on media, which I enjoy.
Yes.
And yeah, I like media as well, which is the reason why I'm on TikTok. Yeah, but I think that in the future, I definitely do continue to hope. I hope to continue to make TikTok videos.
Yes.
And like hopefully branch out to YouTube maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe?
Oh, you haven't got into YouTube yet?
I did slightly, but I wasn't consistent on it.
Okay.
Yeah, because the
okay.
process is a lot harder because
Yes.
the videos are so much longer.
That's right.
Yeah, but I'm not sure. Maybe, hopefully lah. Maybe
Yeah.
my next semester.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll start putting up more lifestyle content. Yeah, I have plans for that definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, to just like put my. I think when it comes to like vlogs,
Yes.
many people are interested in like day in the life kind of thing.
Yes.
Especially when you're you're a student.
That's right.
Yeah.
So how do you encourage the rest of them to inspire them? Do you encourage them to to continue to create, and do you encourage them to think that this is actually a good platform for them as well?
Yes, I definitely think it's a very good platform. I think there is a lot of stigma with TikTok. Like as of now, actually not really as of now. It's definitely getting better.
Yes.
Because in the past, it was a lot of. I think the stigma was that it's a lot of young kids just dancing, but right now I feel that TikTok is transforming into a platform that is very similar to Instagram or
Yeah.
Facebook, and it could potentially be your next. I mean, it is already your next biggest social media platform, and right now is the best time to be on a platform because it's not a mature platform yet, and there are still so many changes that are going ahead with it. So if you get on it now, it's a lot easier to become known if that's what your goal is on this platform.
Yeah.
So yeah, as a creator, like at first when you have zero following as compared to Instagram, it might feel very discouraging to put so much effort into a video and get only like maybe 20-30 views. But like I feel that as long as you just keep putting out content, and if it's consistent enough, somehow there will be definitely a video that goes viral. So of course the video has to be engaging. The person must watch it for. You must think of it in a sense that the person watch it for at least 3 seconds. What would capture a person to watch this video for at least 3 seconds? And once you manage to get their attention for the first 3 seconds, I think they'll continue watching it. And there's an algorithm behind it lah. So the longer your watch time, then the more TikTok will push out the videos. So from what I know, it works in such a way that your video first gets pushed out to around 20 to 30 people. So if within that 20 to 30 people, let's say half of them watched your whole video, that's a very, very good like engagement rate. So then TikTok will then push it out to another 100 people. Yeah, and then let's say another half watched the whole video, and maybe there's like engagement that shares. Then it gets pushed out to a whole new bunch of people. And slowly, that's how your video slowly becomes viral to like 1K, 2K, 20K.
Okay.
And then you slowly find that your videos are going more viral in a sense.
Yes.
And that's how people notice you. And I think for the creator itself, when you see like people engaging with your videos and like commenting like, wow, this is good, or where was this filmed then? Then you feel like, wow, people are actually watching my videos and I feel the effort. Yes. And like you realize that all your previous videos that you put in a lot of effort to will also get more views. So definitely encourages you, and that's how everyone starts out. So you start creating more content and the process goes on. You create a video and then it goes like viral, and then so then that's how I got to like where I am today.
Do you feel that Sharlyn, like is there any sort of like, what is among the videos that you have created so far, which is the most satisfying?
Most satisfying,
besides talking about the 3 million follower, right? That goes viral.
Views.
So the views, yes. So what do you think of the most satisfying videos besides that particular one?
Most satisfying
and why?
videos.
Yes.
I think most satisfying videos are those that you work very hard on and it actually goes viral. I think like, you know, there's some videos where you put a lot of work to it and you feel like you have a lot of high hopes for it, but it doesn't do as well as you expect it to. So I guess like the most satisfying ones are the ones that you put in a lot of effort and the effort pays off. So probably the ones with like the most amount of editing. Like a lot of scenes that have to be taken, a lot of B-roll. Probably those.
Do you go to a lot of like different places besides your school campus? Do you go any other like particular places that to film that? I think that's very challenging, right? Sometimes.
I think that's very challenging because like I really admire when they can like dance in public. I think it's like I really don't know how to do it.
Because to me, I was told that if you do in public, the score point gets higher.
Really?
And then the follower gets more. That's like they challenge you for doing things silly in public, and then you will actually get more views as well.
The engagement rate will be higher.
So that is one of the so-called like trick or challenge if you dare, right? I mean, because it's like embarrassing, right, when public are watching you and then you have to perform, but I really admire those who really have the guts to just do it in public. But so if you really want to have more followers, that's one way to create your content in a public scene as well.
I just create in my room or in my hall dorm. So if I want to change a scene, I actually use like the filter, which is the green screen background. Then I'll use my camera app to take a picture of like where I want the place to be. So that it'll make me seem like I'm in the place with the green screen. But I'm actually not, because like I'm not at the stage where I can like go out, put my tripod there and just film.
I tried, and I think it's a bit interesting, because initially I was like also a bit ambitious to say that okay, it's good to let my audience see I'm traveling at different places and I talk about it and do my presentation, right? But I find that it was challenging sometimes, particularly if it's a raining day or too hot or too noisy.
Definitely.
So ended up you will always go to a confined place because you have lesser noise, and then you find that it's easier also to create the content. Okay. Hi, good evening. Would you say you are doing it for side income now or pure hobbies?
I think it started off as a hobby, and it still is a hobby to me, because it's not exactly my main career goal or anything. So it's definitely a hobby. But I think as I go through it, definitely there has been opportunities that's presented to me. Like there are like monetized like opportunities which I take up. But I think as of now, I still think of it as a hobby and not really a side income. But I do appreciate like the monetary benefits that have come with it. Because it helps me in what I'm doing now, which is like schooling. So it's like side income for me to eat my ban mian in school.
Residue income.
Residue income.
I think it's interesting. It's like we create the content. It's not so much for the money, because not at the moment, right? But of course, if it comes as an added bonus, so that the pressure is not there. If it comes as an added bonus, then you feel that okay, there are people who watch you and they appreciate your content. They reward you with the content, and they I think it's a form of encouragement. And that's where we will continue to create more content, and we'll continue to do more engagement, right? So I think form of encouragement in this manner is always highly appreciated. Share with them, right, about this area, about the trending, that they can go into it to see.
Trending.
Yeah, I know, like there's trending, and then there'll be selected, there are topics, right? Maybe just share a little bit on this before we want to,
Trending selected topics,
yeah,
as in
the hashtag trending,
okay.
and then why it goes, how it
Yes.
goes into those. Yeah.
So like actually how it works is that if you go onto your TikTok page, I think like it's the left button from the plus sign. You see, I think you can see like this trending videos and the trending hashtags. So if you actually use those hashtags, there's a chance that you'll get featured in that specific hashtag, and your videos will be automatically boosted to more viewers. So it's definitely one way that you can grow a following. And I know like some creators who grew their following through like using trending hashtags or trending sounds. But what I also noticed is that these trending sounds and hashtags are usually like formed prior to like what it was put on TikTok. So for example, there could be, I remember there was the Taylor Swift song where it was the one where you push the phone away, and then it was like the cut, like if you put your phone on a trolley luggage, you push your phone away. I forgot what's the song name called. Yeah, but actually before it was a trending hashtag on TikTok, it was really very popular. So if you're able to watch enough videos on TikTok and pick up the trend before it officially becomes a trend on TikTok, there's a higher chance that your video would be trending because you picked up on the trend earlier. And when trends are released, you would find that a lot of creators, usually in the US, starts creating content on it first.
Yes.
Yeah, so it starts usually from the US, and then it slowly comes to Singapore. So if you're able to pick it up fast enough from the US, then that's how you get more viewers because the Singapore TikTok creators, TikTok management will try to push out your videos to get it to trend also in the Singapore landscape.
Yes.
Yeah.
So basically, you can just go in and then take a look. There are a list of the hashtag that you can actually follow and to create. If you really do not have the ideas how to create and so forth, which area you should. So actually, that is one area that you can try look out for those hashtag and those trending. Then you can actually create. So maybe one last questions to check it out with her, Sharlyn.
Maybe I'll share a bit more of like how I felt before.
Yes, please. That's right.
So I think like before I started this whole TikTok journey, I never like expected myself to utilize social media in such a way. I never thought of becoming an influencer or like a video creator or any of that sort. Yeah, but it was something that I pounced upon like very accidentally during circuit breaker. And I think that many creators that you know today on TikTok also started during circuit breaker, like out of boredom, out of curiosity. So like if you're thinking of starting so if you're thinking of starting like content creation, I definitely think that TikTok is a very good platform because it's still at its like primary stage or at its like infancy stage of like social media, and it's a very good way for you to grow your following if you want to, or just like have some fun like on the platform with like all the features and all the possibilities that's inside. So I never thought of becoming like a creator or influencer like using social media, but with TikTok I think it just happened like accidentally, and I'm very thankful for the opportunities that have come with it.
So someone say TikTok is too toxic. How do you reply her?
TikTok, IG is so toxic. Okay, I think like every social media site is like toxic in some sense, but like it depends on how you see it. Like a glass is always either half full or half empty.
That's right. I fully agree that. Yeah, it's how you see it and how you manage it, and then how you balance your time as well. Yes, to some it might be toxic, but I think it's how you manage. Anything can be toxic, but it's your choice, your decision, and how you balance off at the same time.
And how you view it.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, so I think we got to go now. We thank you so much for your time, and particularly the audience. Thank you for joining us, and we hope to see you again next week. And thank you for your precious time on a Saturday. The weather is very good. It's cooling today.
It's very cool.
And we really appreciate your time. We thank you for all the questions that you have asked us, and continue to support us. Just join only. We are leaving. Thank you for your finger heart. We love you. Thank you.
You can catch her again next week.
We will. Yes, catch up with us 8 p.m. We have more interesting personality to ask, more interesting topic. And if you have any other topics that you want us to cover or interview, please feel free to message us and let us know.